out in the water now. This one will be a really good one to watch.
Yeah.
We've got Cooper Stewart, I think, is in this one, and he was the winner. Yes, Cooper Stewart won last year's event of the Future Pros. And Ryan Hill-Smith, another guy come up from down south. He's I've been hearing a lot of good things about Ryan, the potential in the juniors division. And Kai, you pronounce that for me? I don't want to get it.
Sage?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Is it French?
Yeah. I actually sat there last night and I didn't want to get the pronunciations right, but it's inevitable.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. You know, if it was my surname, Rider in blue and Rider in red already up. Here we go. Rider in red with a spin on a roll and Rider in blue with an invert.
That was hard to watch. There was a lot going on.
It was. There was a multi-combination on the left-hander from Rider in red, Cooper Stewart, and Rider in blue on the right with a little pop off the end.
Yeah. Little Eppo.
Little Eppo pop.
Yeah.
Shout out to Eppo up on the coast, by the way. Michael Eppelston. He's everybody knows who Eppo is, but he's up on the Sunshine Coast as well at the moment. We see him floating around, and he's always an absolute gentleman and just a treat to be around in general.
Very positive man.
He is, absolutely. Not a negative bone in his body.
Not at all.
As I was saying about the pronunciations, it's just as well we don't have my name up on the board there, because I even have trouble pronouncing my own name sometimes, you know, let alone anybody else's. You're lucky you've got a Joe Clark.
Oh, it's simple.
Yeah.
Mate, keep it simple. That's my motto.
That's it, the KISS theory.
That was nice. So we had, what was it, a spin roll?
Spin roll
left.
For the Rider in red, yep.
Yeah, and just was it an air on the right?
Air on the right. Now, we did see the replay. We got some nice lefts coming down the beach, just outside of the competition area.
8-point ride. It's a nice way to start.
I think that might have been
last
Bodie's.
heat.
Maybe,
Last
yeah. I'm
heat,
still
sorry.
waiting for scores to drop, but they might be right. Cooper's
6-8.
Yeah, Cooper's currently got a 6.83 in the lead, and Kai, here we go.
No.
Nah, free rider, is it? Yep.
Yeah.
Get
Oh,
out of that
he's
area.
coming
Yep. Kai got a score of 2. We still may be waiting for scores to drop, but at this stage, Cooper's in the lead. And Kai, the rider in blue, in second position. We're still waiting for Ryan to pick off some waves. Now, I have been seeing Ryan pop up in the socials, and I'm pretty sure he was over in the Mentawis for the event over there.
Yeah, that looked like it was quite solid.
It looked fun. I seen him get some good waves prior to the comp commencing in the free surfing. He got some slabs. Like, it looks like a pretty fun wave.
What an interesting place. Like,
it is. Yeah.
Where do you surf with the bridge behind? I've never seen anything like that.
I know. Well, a lot of the locals were saying before they built the bridge, it used to be a lot better there, and they reckoned it ruined it. But I think that they said there's 80,000 people on that island just jammed in like sardines.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And they've got, it's just such a big population, such a beautiful spot. But, you know, I'd love to definitely travel there. Another good friend from the sunny coast, Gary Thatcher, was over there for it. I was supporting him all the way in the DK. I think he actually went in the prone as well and done pretty well in the DK.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I haven't been over to the Maldives.
No?
Yeah.
Where have you been travelling of late? Anywhere recently? Post-COVID?
Mate, Sumatra was my last surf trip overseas.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I've been heavily just working, saving for the house and all the adult stuff lately, and just surfing D-bar and locally. In the meantime,
What's your favourite break in South Sumatra? Or did you go to South Sumatra or just Sumatra in general?
Yeah, Secret Sumatra. So I think that's South.
What's the gentleman that runs Secret Sumatra?
Dean Fergus.
Dino, that's right.
Yeah.
We've seen him over there last year charging at Jimmy's.
Yeah.
Here he is. Yeah. All right, we've got Bodie. We're just getting a microphone organised for Bodie, the winner of the last heat, scoring probably the highest scoring waves of the competition so far. So just sit tight for a second. We're just organising a microphone for Bodie. Some spectacular surfing. It was round one of the heat one of the juniors. Yep. Have you got sound? Give us a sound check. Nothing yet for Bodie. Oh, you can hear me? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you now. There we go. You got to hit that mute button. Here we are with Bodie, the winner of round one of the juniors, heat one. Congratulations, Bodie.
Thank you.
Very well surfed.
Sandy.
Yeah, sandy and salty. You know, that was very well surfed. You scored the highest scoring waves of the competition so far. So with a big 8 on one of them, and then you cleaned up there. Yeah, with Jai in second place. How did you find it out there? Was it challenging or was it pretty fun to surf?
Oh, it looked challenging at the start. Like looking at it, looked like it was just going to be like a closeout roll. If we can get out there, and it's
pretty
a lot
fun.
better than you think, so.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, no, very good.
Yeah, and a couple of good ones. So.
Yep. So that was round one of the juniors with Bodie. So where's your local spot, Bodie? Are you on the Gold Coast here? Or?
No, down near Byron.
Down near Byron?
Ballina area.
Okay, yep. Me and Joe were just talking about Ballina. Do you surf the South Wall a fair bit down there?
I haven't surfed South Wall yet. I want to go there.
Yep.
One day though, so.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I seen an old video of you surfing there. Like,
yeah, I love it.
Ages ago.
One of my favourite waves.
Yeah, looks fun.
Yeah, we've just got a quick replay here of the last wave. No. Here we go. We're back to us with Bodie. Joe Clark as well has jumped in the commentating booth for the Future Pros 2023. Now we've got the winner of round one of the juniors, Bodie. Congratulations again. You're just saying that you hail from down Ballina way. Is there any other spots down there that you enjoy surfing without giving away any secret locations?
Oh, there's Tallow. It's like Tallow's near Byron. That's one of my favourite spots, and I'll just like North Wall, Sharps Beach. Yep. All those spots around there.
Wow. Do you go south of Byron at all?
South of Byron, like further down.
Ballina.
I've gone a few trips down to Newey, but
okay, yep, good. I think it's sometimes it gets better the further south you go.
Yeah.
And what sort of gear are you riding these days? What sort of boards?
I got a Hubboard Quad Core Sci-5 Hubtail, which is like my big wave board, and then I have that blue board there, the Ben Player Kinetic Core.
Oh wow, is that the new one, is it?
That's the old one.
Oh right.
The Hub's the new one, but it's too heavy for these waves. So.
Yeah, right, okay. So it seems to be working for you, that board out there in these conditions.
Yeah.
Here we go, we've got rider in white. Whoa, we've got two riders there, both incomplete. So thank you very much, Bodie, and congratulations again for winning the Heat 1 of the juniors, and all the best of the event today. And from what we've seen so far, you've got a bright future ahead of you. Thanks for coming down and competing today.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for holding the event.
Yeah, no problem, mate.
Sick event.
Congrats, brother.
All right.
It's a nice invert.
Yeah,
it was
clean. Launched me out further than I expected.
Yeah.
I was stolen. I was like, oh, it's going to be all right. Am I going to land it? And it just sent me out. So I was like, oh.
Well, before the heat, Bodie actually goes, like I was telling him to just do a nice clean bottom turn and on a bomb and launch a roll or something like that. And he goes, what about inverts?
Yeah.
So it's clear as day out there. That was what he wanted. So
yeah, it was like I can roll on lefts pretty well, but then rights, for some reason, I can roll every now and then, but a lot of times I just stuff them.
Yeah,
so.
okay. Oh, well, mate, practice makes perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. No, it's good to see. It's nice to see get some air, mate.
So,
yeah, thanks.
One question, juniors division, what age gap is that? How old are you at the moment, Bodie?
I'm 15. And turning 16 next year. So
wow.
I just decided juniors just as a second one, because last year I only did cadets, but didn't make it through the heat, so I just...
You're only going in one division this year, or?
I'm doing both, cadets and juniors.
Oh, wow. Okay, yep. Well, we look forward to seeing the cadets as well.
Yeah.
So you're 15 years old, you said?
Yeah, I'm 15.
Yep. No, you've got a bright future, Bodie. Thank you for coming down, mate. That's epic. I really enjoyed watching you surfing out there. It was one of the most spectacular heats so far. And this one in the water at the moment is a really good one to watch. So we might just get back to the action. We've got Ryder in red. Oh!
Nice spin and a roll.
Spin and a roll. Cooper Stewart in red.
Clean.
Currently out in the lead. And another Ryder in white.
Yeah, another Ryder in white. Nice spin and a roll. Clean. 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 Clean.
with a clean roll. We'll
nice
get back
roll.
to the action shortly and we'll show you some replays. There's some spectacular surfing. So thanks again, Bodie, for coming down. Thanks for the interview, mate. And
Thanks for having
congratulations on winning and all the best for the rest of the competition.
Yeah, all right. Thank you.
Those, mate.
Thank you.
Go get dry, mate.
At least he didn't get your seat
Yeah,
wet.
you're right.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you,
mate.
mate. Thanks, Bodie. Well
Congrats.
done. Congrats. He's gonna do well. It'll be interesting to see what folds out in the rest of the day. Look at this one coming through out the front. There's a bit of shape on that.
Bit of a left.
Yeah.
Look
Bit of a tunnel.
Nice.
Here we go with the replays. Cooper Stewart in red, currently out in the lead with a nice spin into a roll, pushing through the lip and completing. Very well done. Cooper Stewart won the event last year, so he'll be probably trying to hold the belt, I dare say.
Yeah. Oh, mate, the last couple of heats have been pretty stacked. The young fellas are ripping.
Absolutely. I've missed Ryan's waves, but I haven't seen him. I've seen him surfing via the live stream at the Maldives, but I haven't met him in person. But I've heard a lot of good things, and obviously the scores are showing that. Ew.
Yeah, it looks like they're surfing with my style too.
Here's a
Good to see.
replay of Ryan's left hand. Oh, wow. He come flying out of that. I thought he was going to get swallowed.
Clean roll.
If you're just tuning in, I'm Papa Smurf, and we're here with Joe Clark down here for the Future Pros event at Tugun.
Tugun Beach, Gold Coast.
Currently in the lead, Cooper Stewart with a total score of 13.8. Whoops, bumped the microphone. And Ryan Hill-Smith with a 7.2 total score, needs an 8.24, if I'm reading that correct, to jump into first place, but at the moment he's sitting pretty in second. Kai in third place in the blue with a total score of 4.13. He's going to need to drop some big scores to jump into second and make it through to the next round. With 8 minutes remaining, anything is possible. That sun's just come out. It's actually quite magic conditions out there today. There's a little bit of a cross-shore breeze, but very contestable, Joe.
Yeah.
How do you think you'd go out there?
Oh, mate, I'd be trying to keep up with the young fellas, I reckon.
Me too. I definitely aren't as agile as I used to be either.
Oh.
I've just had shoulder surgery on my shoulder. We went to South Sumatra last year, and we scored some really good waves, and then come back and we had a good swell on the Sunshine Coast. Like when it gets really big cyclone swells, we all go into Mooloolaba or places like Noosa where it's a bit more sheltered.
Yeah.
And my good friend Tim was shooting, and it was only a 2 to 3 foot wave. Just rode it through to the closeout, and it just picked me up. It was just dry, and unfortunately,
Back on the shoulder.
On the shoulder, like
Yeah.
when I was there, when I was these Grommets age, you know, I could cop a few beatings all the time. I'd be just, here we go, rider in red on it.
Red. Nice roll.
Oh wow, look at this.
Oh, delivery. Here goes that white.
Rider in white on a left, and rider in blue.
Oh, nice roll. That'll score well.
Yeah, that was solid. Ryan Hill-Smith in the white with some nice speed down the line on the left-hander and a solid roll on a very heavy closeout section. And the rider in blue got a little wave on the right of the same wave.
I think that roll should be a 6. It was nice and clean. It was a set.
Yeah, we'll see what the judges drop. It definitely looked good from where we're sitting. So yeah, as I was saying, back when I was a grommet, I could take as many closeouts as I wanted to, and a couple of shoulder knocks and a couple of head knocks.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. You're a legend.
How's the service around here?
Yeah, we got a good support crew.
Well. What's that? Amazon Power.
Yep, these guys
Acai.
are sponsoring the events. The Acai, Amazon Power. They're one of our sponsors. They're one of our supporters, I should say, helping the Gold Coast Bodyboard Club and the Future Pros event down here at Tugun Beach.
And it's delicious.
Oh, yeah.
And nutritious. Oh, good.
Mouthful of food. Yeah, no, as you get older, you don't stop charging, but you're always a little bit more cautious. When I was young, as I was saying, when I had the shoulder surgery only 2 months ago now, I've put on about 9 kilos, so it's going to be a bit harder. I remember when I was back at these Grommets age, I only weighed 50, 60 kilos.
Yeah.
And, it's to be that agile again. I can only wish.
When I was on tour, my nickname was the Greyhound.
Oh,
I was skin and bones and bit of muscle.
yeah.
Fit, but just, the Greyhound.
How old are you now, Joe, if you don't mind?
37.
37, yeah. Yeah, I was a bit the same. I couldn't put on weight until I hit about 30 years old, and then the family life takes over, you know.
Yeah, well, you think about all the hours you used to surf, and you wonder why you were skinny. You know, and it makes sense now. You paddle out the back, and you're like, whew.
Yep.
But then you get back into your rhythm, and you feel fine. But I just recently did a trip down to the south coast and surfed a few waves down there, and I reckon I surfed more hours in those 3 days than I had in a year.
Wow.
And my shoulders and neck and everything are still sore.
Wow, was that recently? Or?
Yeah, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago.
Did you travel down there with anyone in particular?
I actually went down by myself.
Yep. Rider in blue.
Big floater. Went down by myself and met up with Brad Stone. He's recently just signed up with Function as well.
Yep.
And we just smashed it. We were just wave after wave. A few different spots down there, and just put the hours in and stacked some clips, so I'll have some fresh footage finally.
Very good. I've been seeing Brad's been very busy on the lid lately.
Mate, he's hungry.
Yeah. And he's charging too. Like you see him just doing the cleanest manoeuvres and just taking big waves. He's I think he's actually Jake's older brother, isn't he? Or is he younger or? Older brother. And Jake's stepped back a little bit, but everybody knows Jake Stone. He's a big wave charger and a ripper, doing some almost inventing new moves when he was in his prime. And
well, he had Eppo as a mentor, so
there you go.
That's where it shows.
ARSs and double rolls, and I think he done
Iron Lotus or whatever it was called.
Yeah, the Iron Lotus, or the Gwarf or whatever the other one.
Well, Brad's got that same fire. Exact same fire as Stoney.
Rider in blue on a little right. Yeah, they're definitely passionate people. They're fit and very motivated, very self-motivated, both of them. You know, it's always good when you see, occasionally we see Jake out on the stand-up at some of the local breaks. Not so much lately, but
red.
Rider in red.
Nice roll.
Very nice, clean roll. We got just under 3 minutes remaining.
Here we go. Is that white? Nice roll.
Oh,
he's completed it.
Rider in white. It's a pretty close heat. Ryan's had some pretty big manoeuvres. He scored a 5.57. Like where we're sitting, it looked pretty sick, but we're not judges, unfortunately. So, but Cooper's he's very good in the water. You know, he gets combination manoeuvres and he sticks stuff as well. Cooper's a young fella and he's very fit himself. You know, he's a very fit young guy. And I see him surfing some of the local Sunshine Coast reefs, along with all the other guys we see here today, and they just dominate when they're out in the water. You barely get a wave because they're just so fit, you know, they're on everything. So
they've got that Grom energy.
Yep.
You take that for granted now, don't you?
You do.
I used to just run laps around everyone. When I surf snapper, you know, like you surf, you battle the sweep the whole time, then you get a wave using all that energy. And then when it's pumping, you can't help but run from Greenmount back to snapper. Yeah. And you know, you do that 7 times, and you think about that, you've just done 7 kilometres running. Yeah. And then you've surfed. And by the end of it, every muscle in your body is just cramping. And
magnesium, bananas.
Eat everything you can see.
We've got similar, not as good as snapper, but we've got a lot of sand through Noosa, through First Point. People like Ben Nielsen's getting amazing GoPro footage there. Some of the best GoPro footage I've seen, he's just getting like these 10-second super clean barrels. It's not massive, but just the cleanest tunnels you've ever seen. And like we can jump off at like Eno's, which is way up past Boiling Pot at Nationals, and on a good day you can get them right through to First Point. Like even First Point at 2 to 3 foot, there's so much sand in there. It's just, here we go, Rider in blue.
Nice little barrel.
Oh, he's got a section. He's going to get around it. Oh, very nice.
He polished it.
He's going to get some scores. Rider on the red.
Bomb roll.
Another big roll from Cooper.
I wonder how that one will score, the little cover up.
With Kai, he might score some little bit of a barrel and then a complete roll off the end. It might push him up. Ryan Hill-Smith's currently in second. Here's the replay of Kai. Very well done.
Nice little cover up.
Pushes through the section.
Oh, he did well to get that off.
He did. There we
Oh,
go.
the buzzer too, nice.
Currently in the lead, Cooper Stewart, congratulations. Heat 2 of the juniors.